Hello. Hello everyone. Okay, so we are just beginning with our Django journey first. We will make sure that everything will works well. So start with our first thing that was we need to open the command prompt. So that's open CMD. As we open the command prompt, we can see that we are in the C drive, and after that, okay. So we are going very slow so that you can actually understand everything one by one. So as you can see that we are in the C drive, and in the C drive section there is a folder name user, and there is another folder that is the name of another name. Sure. Okay, so now we are in the this directory, but my this directory is not that much space, or is like say C drive is lack of space. So I would like to use another space, so I have to switch back. So how you can actually switch back from one folder to one drive to another using the command prompt? So that's basically the code you have to type is cd, and then you have to give a forward slash and then d. After that you have to type e and backward slash. So this clears that you are going the D drive. It's like a drive, D for drive, and then E for folder. So as you can see, this is the folder. So that's how you can actually switch back from this folder to that folder. Now if I hit enter, I will find that I am in this folder. Okay, now we need to go to another folder named Django practice. So if we switch back, okay, so this is our Django practice 2. Just you need to type that. We are switching back to this folder. So that's why we need to type cd and the folder name itself. So if I type, and we are now in Django practice 2 folder. Now here we need to create a folder, another folder, so that we can work here. So we just need to type make mkdir, which is for make a directory, and that directory eventually take us to make directory will create a new folder. So in our case we already have one folder named Django, that is 5. Then we have to give the practice. So it's basically the name we have to give, because if it is not the given, if I give another one like 4, that will not create the folder, because I have already installed, I have already created the folder Django 4 package. So we're just creating another folder. That's it. Hit enter. Now we need to go to that Django 5 practice folder. Just so you need to type cd and then Django 5 practice. Okay. What is the wrong? Oh, I have typed the Django spelling wrong. So Django 5 practice. Okay, now we are in the this directory. Okay, so here from we can actually open the Visual Studio Code. So we can just do that by you typing code space and dot. So it will eventually open up. We can also use our graphical user interface, like if we go to that folder like E folder, sorry, E drive, then here we comes. Then we can see this is the folder we have created now, and we just need to type code dot space dot. Okay, if you type here, it will also open the Visual Studio Code. So this will open, and if there is another way we can actually open this, so we are deleting it or crossing it. We have to use the command prompt to go to that, or like we opening the Visual Studio Code. Just type enter. Okay, so we have to type another again. Okay, now it will open the Visual Studio Code. As you can see, we have open our, okay, we have opened our Visual Studio Code. Now we need to go to terminal, open the terminal, and then set to command prompt. So first thing first. So what you need to do after coming here, you need to check whether Python is there, whether pip is there or not. Just type Python and dash dash version. Okay, then you can see that Python version is 3.14.1.6. So now you need to check pip version. Pip version is there. Okay, pip version is 26.1.2. Okay, now we need to type pfreeze so that you can check whether how many files or apps or whatever things are installed in the pip uh, before we actually going into our environment. We'll talk about that. Okay, so here we can see SQL sparse, tech data, these are the things installed, but we don't need that. We need a new environment. So to create a new environment, we just need to type python dash m, or minus m or dash m, whatever you can say. That dash m is something similar. So python dash m env, which is for virtual environment. Now we need to create is the color name. What is the way color? Okay, Dirk. So Dirk VNV. So Dirk NV. So this is how you can actually create a virtual environment, and this is the name of the virtual environment, and this is how you are instructing that. Okay, create this. So it's a pointing out that. Okay, now if you hit enter, it will automatically create the virtual environment as you can see here. So as you can see, Dirk VNV is installed here. So why we are installing it is basically it's a kind of memory size where we will work, because in Python case there are various kind of versions. So what happened that if one version works then another version doesn't work, so we need to create our own actual environment so that everything works according to the actual size, like the updated one. Okay, so that we don't have to worry about the version, like this version has this, no, this version has nothing like that. Okay, it's like you are in a preferring area where you have everything. Okay, Django practice. So create install Django. We just need to type pip install Django and it will install the Django file, and you need to wait. Okay, so it is installing. And one thing you have to understand that there is a TZ, that is time zone. So it is very important when you are working with the data system, because it actually have to make sure that when the data is entering, what data is entering at what time, because it's like a, it's continuous, it's a present thing. So if you are in the if your clock is in the past, then the system will react just like WhatsApp. Okay, because they are collecting data based on their time zone, like you are in the what time zones you are in, so it will automatically read that data. It's a kind of backup system, or it's a very unique way to actually identify the time zone things, so that you will understand that when these things actually enter, you see that whenever you check your WhatsApp, you see this is when the message actually come. So that's the basic practice of time zone to use this. And Django is basically worked with a very database system, so that that's a very unique way to identify that when the data is entered. Okay, now where is I'm copying, it's like he says that a new release of pp is available. So if new system is available, we have said that they are give updates or every time, so you need to update it, otherwise the system will say something is missing or something is not missing. Update system has everything, older system also, and they add something newer also. So you just need to copy it, and it will automatically come. So you just need to copy it and then paste it. So there is nothing worry about it. Okay, so now we can check the pip freeze whether we have the Django file installed or not. So it will show, okay, these are the four things installed. Time zone, you can see that time zone data. So this system is installed, SQL also installed, and Django is installed, ASGF also installed. So everything installed. Now we can actually work with our Django. Now we need to clear these things by typing CLS. Okay, so now we need to create a Django project. So we need to say Django admin, Django dash admin, start project. So we are naming everything with dark. So dark project. So it will create a project on this side, you can see that, and that dark project has another file name manage.py. So manage.py is like a controller of everything. It actually manages the whole thing. It actually controls the Python's all the things. Like you want to work on the admin section, you want to work on the front section, whatever section, whatever the apps or anything you want to create anything in this particular terminal, you need to use the manage.py. It gives you the access. It gives you the access, like it's a kind of, you can say that the passport, or you can say that passport, or is like a visa kind system. So if you mention the manage.py, it will automatically work with that. Okay, so here our manage.py. Now we need to switch back to the Django project. So Django dark project. So after going to this project, we can see whether our Django is installed or not by typing python manage. As you can see that we have said that manage.py is very important. Python manage.py, what is we are installing? Oh, okay, run server. Okay, so here you can see this, our server is running. Okay, so Django installed perfectly. Now we need to type this thing, so you're copying it. It says that migration should need it, so it will understandable in the model section when we actually work with data, database system. So it's quite workable here. Now that we have done everything, okay, now we need to work with the real project. These are the basic things of Django. We run server, we do everything. Now our server is ready. Now here comes what we can actually show using our server. Let's say we need to show some information. So for that reason, we need to create an app. So Python, if you type Python manage.py start app, like dark app, it will create an app. So if you type it, it will create the app. So as you can see, there is an app named dark app. So we are in the dark app section. Now we have dark apps, start dark app is installed. Now we will work on the start app. Oh yeah, that dark app. So first go to the before going to the dark app, we need to go to the dark project, so that here we can see the things are installed. This is a license, this is the asynchronous gateway interface. It will automatically work on the multiple server, like a flyover system. Settings.py, this is our basic thing. This is the main gearing thing. Like in your mobile phone, you see that the settings mainly functions everything set because of the settings. Every app you see on your display is works. It's like a backward system. URL is like a location system. It is actually identify the where the location is, where you want to go. It is the universal resource locator. WCI is alternate of ASGI. It's a one-way system. It's create a huge traffic, like a web surface, web server gateway interface. It's like basically one-way server, yeah, server gateway interface. That's why it's very heavy. So in that case, we need to use that async. They are very basically with server related things, but we are not here interested in that thing. But here we are actually have to say the settings.py. We have installed something, or we have created an app. So here we have to mention it. So the name of the app, so you can see that installed apps. So dark app we have. Okay, now settings understand that there is an app named dark app. Now you need to push this thing. So python manage.py make migrations. So you need to type whether to do the migrations. Okay, so there is no changes detected in the Dart because we haven't changed anything at all. We haven't added anything at all. So python manage.py migrate. We are just doing it so that everything works really well. So we haven't done anything. Apply all migrations. So whenever you change something in the app, it will automatically have to mention it. Okay, now that we have declared the app dark app, now we can go to the app. So here you come to the app, and we need to show something on the front. So you need to go to views.py. So first we create an basic app like index. So index is basically a function which will request something to the web server, and it will return an HTTP response like HTTP response. And it will say have you eaten the halwa, have you eaten the halwa. Okay, it's a close. Okay, but you can see that there is a error showing because we haven't the python doesn't understand that. Or what is this? You haven't said anything about HTTP response because there is nothing installed. So for that reason you have to declare Django dot shortcuts import. We need to import what? HTTP response. So now our HTTP response is clear, and it is doesn't showing it doesn't showing any. Okay, here is a mistake. We can't give forward slash at the beginning of this HTML tag. So now we need to save it. Okay, views.py dance. Views means what information we need to show on the front, but we haven't given any location right now. So what you need to do is have to type the location. So where we'll type the location, we are, as usually say that we need to go to the dark project. Where is our dark project? Okay, dark project. You can see here urls.py. In the URL section, you see that there is a path. So if we declare the path like path and give the information like views dot index, and we this is the thing, but here is the views is not memorizing. As I can say that we haven't informed anything about views, so we need to go to from dark app. So here in our dark app, if you go dark app, here in the dark app there is a section called views, so you have to mention that. Otherwise it doesn't understand what you're talking about. Okay, so views.py. Now you can see there is nothing, it shows as zero. So everything works really okay, I think. Okay, now we need to check the python because we have changed something in our app. So we have to say python manage.py make migrations. So dark app. Okay, you need to type it if there is changing happening or not. Manage.py migrate, because this is very important, otherwise you will see some error. Okay, everything applied. Now we can run our server. Python manage.py run server. Oh, have you eaten the halwa? So it's quite ready. Now we need to create another thing. So as if I have worked in this thing, we now don't need it. Okay, we are mistaking it. Okay, we are just making it as a comment by typing control forward slash. Now we need to create another function which should be named like home, and it will accept the request from the server, and then it will return, actually render, return plus render something that is like what comes as a request, and it will return HTML file home.html. But the problem is we haven't created anything called home.html. So how it will understand that? So that's reason we have to create. We need to go to dark app and the dark app section, and then we need to create a folder which will call templates. Okay, in the template section we need to create an app which will name as home.html. home.html. So now you need to type anything here like how well do you know Django? So it will show on the broad section like front section. Okay, HTML is done. Views dot done. Now here comes a problem. We haven't given anything the location. Okay, you need to give the location. Okay, so we have to give it a comment because we don't need it right now. So in our location section you have to give path as it is. So we say give views dot, this it is home. Okay, so we have created the location. Now here comes another thing. We haven't said anything that dark app has something called templates to our settings, because settings need to know, hey, you have downloaded something, you have created something. So that's why template says. So if you create a template, you need to mention it here like base directory. Okay, base directory and then templates. Now everything looks perfect. Okay, so we need to push the migrations again so that we don't have to have any kind of errors again. Python manage dot py make migrations. Okay, no changes detected, but still we need to do that. Python manage dot py migrate so that okay, everything looks good. Now we need to run the server. Python manage dot py run server. Hope if everything works well. How well do you know Django? So everything comes with it. So that's the template part. Okay, now we need to create something. We need to work with the data system. So for this we don't need this kind of things. Okay, and we need something. We don't home HTML is not needed. So to work with model or to work with database which is basically connected with that database is like a model. So here you can see that in our app there is a model called app. Now we need to create a class which name is post, and in the post section we will create the main class which is models dot model, which will actually address send the request or address, whatever you can say that. This is basically the error. Sorry, I have to make sure that everything works well. Mm, okay. Okay, we have created a class which is post. Now it is what is it is written. Okay, is it will take a class as a, if you, and we need to show the text file. So models dot text file, text field, sorry, which will create work as a function. Okay, we have created this. Now what? We have created models.py. Now we need to check whether the program is running okay, or whether the server is running or not. Python manage.py run server. We haven't done anything. Okay, Python manage.py. Okay, we have a switch back from one position to another. Okay, okay, so here we need to come at the admin section, and if you open the admin, so you need a username, so you need a password, but we haven't created anything called this. So for that reason we need to create a super user. And to create super user we just need to type python manage dot py create super user. So it says name, but I need to save something for my own purpose. Okay, notepad. So here our super user, which for Django practice. Okay, now we need to write the name super user name, which is basically the reference of my name. Email, it should be related with our dark app, which like you can say that dark app at gmail.com, whatever you can say that. So the password has to be something like 3 to 100, 1 hash, 2 hash, 3 4 hash. Okay, so okay, you can see now we are creating the shuhag and we are giving the dark app at gmail. You can create anything as it is because it is a local server. It is doesn't bother you. 300 3200 So our super user created successfully. Okay, now we need to go to the admin section by typing manage.py run server. We need to go to the admin section. So username is Shohag and password is 32001234. As you can see that here everything is there, but we can see our app which is post. So we have to give admin the instruction that okay, where is my app, give the app. You can see admin.py here. You just need register your models. So register your model like admin dot site dot register. You need to name your app. Sorry, you have created an app is named curb. What is the name of our app? Post. Okay, sorry, post. Okay, but here says error because we haven't declared where it is actually, what is actually mean from dot models, because we are installing this or from we are importing this from models, and you have to give the name import post. So now it is uh, registered. Now if you refresh it you can see this. So now as you can create as many models as you can. Okay, you can create another models here, class message and models dot model and text equal to models. Okay, models dot text field, models dot text field, don't give this. Okay, but you have to mention this the same thing in the, okay, you are installing. Yeah, you can show the see the error, but ignore the error because we haven't informed the message. It will automatically add up here. Now register, and we are registering the message. Okay, now you can see that where is model, I have a mistake here. Okay, oh, sorry, there is a mistake here. Sorry. Okay, now everything works well. So it is reloading. Now you can see there is another app. Yeah, for thing will come, that is message. So you can say add anything here. You can say hello Maria, I haven't talked to you for years. Pretty rich bullshit. And now you can see, save it. It's not saving. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, now we need to work on here. So we need to type define string. Mm, okay, we need to create another string dunder, which will return self dot text 50. Okay, now check whether it is working or not. Okay, okay, let's delete one. This deleting, we are deleting this. We only need to work with one section. Go to the admin section, delete this, delete this also. We are not only focusing on one section. So let's see whether it is working or not. Okay, admin section. Okay, now we can add something here. Hello world, or whatever name is. Why this error is showing? Okay, that project. We have registered everything, we have done everything as it is. But what comes the problem? Where comes the problem? Should I have to work? No, there is nothing to be done. We have not to work with the pedals. There is nothing. We have installed post is viral and models.py is post models.model. Oh, one thing I forgot, that migrations. Python manage.py make migrations. Dark app. That's why this is showing error. Python manage.py migrate. Okay, now you can again refresh it. Okay, we have to call the server first. Python manage.py run server. Now you need to come to this admin section. Okay, now we can add anything. Hello world, hello Michael, hello world. So we have everything. Now we need to save it. Okay, so this you can see that this save is done. Still you have created this thing. Okay, so we have created this for one reason. You need to understand that. As you can see that this actual name is coming here, but if we remove this, like if I erase this for here and save it, you can see one thing here. Again, if I actually refresh it, this name is changed. Okay, so to change it name from as the value given, we need to type here. So we need to go to models, and then at the below of the text we need to give a function which is called the string function, and it will transform everything as it is reliable name. So return self.txt, and we are giving approximation value, like how many characters. It's like 50 characters. So if I again save it, it will automatically refresh it again, and you can see again. Okay, hello world. Now you can create as many things as you can. Now we are creating another one like the same way. So we are creating another class that names is message, and that will call as models.model. Okay, and then we need to, this is basically the wrong thing I have done all the years. My god. Okay. What is the name? We are creating a text which is models dot text field, in the name of text field, and then we are giving something called the string dunder or string constructor, which will give us the exact value of the characteristics which we have text or filed within the system. So it's like a text dot self dot text. Self dot text, you know that this is a functions Python's constructor, so it is automatically self is the determiner. Self actually determines something, actually detects something, that okay, this is the thing we are actually working with. So it's like it is remembering something. Okay, so you have to give the character 50 character. Now okay, before, okay, now you can save it, and it will show error as it is, but we need to go to admin panel, because we have to make sure that the message is also registered. Okay, so here you can see admin dot site. Okay, admin dot site dot register, and then tab message. Okay, now you can go and check whether message is available or not. As you can see, message, you can add anything like hello Fozia, how are you. You can type anything as you can interested in thing. Oh, sorry, we haven't migrated anything. Oof, that's migration. Python manage dot py make migrations, because if anything changed within the models, you have to make migrations. That's the basic problem here. You create a model, that's why it has to be push python manage.py migrate. You need to practice it, because that's basically a forgettable thing. Okay, okay, if I run the server, python manage.py run server. So okay, delete it from here, and then go from here to here, go to admin section, write something in the message. Hello Fuzzy is a very bad name, but I love that. Fuzzy is like for someone who's died. Basically someone who's died. Fuzzy. Okay, hello Fuzzy, how are you? So now everything is ready. So that's all from my part. I hope you understand it. I hope you enjoy it. But do practice it at your home, and try to make connections with everything. At first it seems very boring. At first it seems very boring. I have tried it. So after understanding the things, how actually the flow works, you can actually feel like a math. It's like a mathematics. At first I used to hit like algebra, or you can say that it's like probability, something like that one. But later I understand that okay, that's a pure concept based thing. So that's it from my part. Thank you.